too arrogant. He thinks he's Pep Guardiola with no trophies. He's like, I don't know what makes him so proud, because the only thing that he did for the club was win us the FA Cup, and in a corner he did that because other teams were shit.
He
and
just
he played
chose
Chelsea.
Because it was sponsored by
No,
Emirates.
because
Yeah, or not sponsored by Emirates. Maybe the Emirates paid those teams for us to win.
Yeah.
So I never liked him. I never liked the way he plays. Like, he doesn't have. Yeah, he does. He's not technically aware. You know, as a coach, you can be technically good, but sometimes you have to respect the opponent, and he doesn't do that. That's why he always gets struck all the time. When you go to Man City, you get struck. When you go to Liverpool,
Is it
because
respect,
he doesn't
or
understand.
he's not even aware of what's happening?
No, he is aware, but because he's arrogant, he thinks he knows too much.
Arsenal!
Up the arse.
Of the odds.
So what's next for Arsenal if you don't make top 4?
Up the arse.
The odds.
I'm still an Arsenal fan, by the way. That's why I'm representing Arsenal. So
With a yellow shirt.
with the yellow shirt. Nah, but I'm pissed, dog, at the fact that we had top 4 in our hands. So right now, the only way we can get top 4 is if we wish Spurs lose at Norwich City. I think who have won, how many games they've won the whole season? Is it 4? I think they've won 4 games the whole season.
Yeah.
So the only way we can even get top 4 is if Norwich wins. And the chances of that happening are very slim. But this is football at the end of the day, fam. This is football. Anything can happen in China. The beauty of the Premier League. Remember when Manchester City won the league in 2012? They were 7 minutes away from losing the league, dog. 4 minutes later, they were champions of England. So that might be possible for us on Sunday.
Timo Pukki is not coming back against Spurs.
Remember, Timo Pukki is auditioning for a Premier League side. So if he wants to get a Premier League move, he needs to make wonders there.
But how do you take someone who's just got the team relegated?
And he's the main striker.
But I mean, he's got at least a couple of goals in the Premier League. So if he gets maybe a Crystal Palace or any of those teams, a Southampton, it's a good move for him. But as I'm saying, note this down: Timo Pukki is gonna score a hat-trick.
Okay.
And Arsenal are gonna beat Everton.
On that note,
We're gonna hit
There's so many
Remember
things that you're hoping for, and one of them being that you hope Spurs will spare you some points. And I don't see it happening, man.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Welcome to the most biased podcast in the world.
The most biased podcast in the world.
The most accurate football timeline. If you know, you know.
Mshefi is back on camera, the best looking guy on YouTube.
After saying that, he had to disappear. Why did you disappear? Why did you disappear?
I was hurt. Arsenal hurt me last week. I'm not gonna lie, as I haven't been that hurt in a long time.
After held you back.
After holding me back, dog. I
robbed you of top 4.
Dog holding.
You know, like I don't understand, and it comes back to Arteta, dog. You see, all of these things that are happening to our club, it all comes back to Arteta and his decisions that he took when he decided to sell Aubameyang and all those players. Because now, if for instance, William Saliba, he loaned him out. If he was there, then Holding wouldn't have played. And he wouldn't have hold Son. So now we might be discussing a different scenario now, because we only needed a draw, at least minimum.
But for me, my biggest question is: did you even see a future for Aubameyang at Arsenal after all the drama?
Nah, but there was no drama. The guy, they only sold him even to make matters worse, we even paid Barcelona to take him. That's how worse the situation is.
Because
We
he
paid
traveled to Spain on his own.
on his own. Like we had to pay him Barca for them to take him. That's how deep it is.
Like seriously, he traveled to Spain hoping for a loan move, but Barcelona said they couldn't pay his wages, so Arsenal they had to terminate his contract so that they can do away with his wages, basically.
Or with his big wages.
Yeah. So,
But I mean, go back to the Spurs game, because technically that's what cost us the top 4. Because I mean, and also the approach to the game, he doesn't have experience, that man. Because like in a game like that, you don't need to win. You don't need to win. Play a back 5, boy. Let Spurs come at you, and then you hit them on the break. Yeah. Now what he did was that, no, we are Arsenal, we're gonna play our game. You can't play your game against
Sounds like a Mourinho move.
yeah.
You should have pulled a Mourinho, dog. Mourinho knows that these types of games, you go there cautiously.
And especially you're playing against Conte, man.
Especially playing against Conte and Kane and Son,
But
the 2 informed players in the league. You can't go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and expect to go toe and toe with Spurs. With Son and Kane, there's no way in front.
But to play your game, you must have your game.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have played a back 5, and then defend the whole game. At least hope for a break, maybe.
So basically, the entire game plan was gonna be inspired by Spurs' logo. To chicken out.
You see,
You chicken out the whole game.
Honestly, we had to chicken out in that game.
Because you just needed not to lose.
We just needed not to lose.
lose.
Even
And
the
you
draw
lost
was a good.
3-0.
When you lost 3-0, dog.
With a red card.
With the red card for that better.
But I was hoping that because there was no Thomas, at least there was going to be any
No party for Arsenal.
But I'm telling you, dog, Arsenal fans are hurting each other. That man, he ruined our summer, our winter.
But I think,
Arsenal is always going to Arsenal.
but I think it's a two-edged sword because you got there with him.
No, it's not.
It's
Who? Arteta.
yeah. He got you to that position where you could talk about top 4.
Yeah, but
It's a bit unfair.
I think that's what makes it worse, because at the beginning of the season, right, with the squad we have, with the players we had, Arsenal shouldn't be in the position that we're in right now. But for the fact that we are there, 4 points with 3 games to go,
Take notes from Manchester. It doesn't matter the players. It doesn't.
Nah, but
Take notes, man.
I'm fine. It's a disappointment. Me personally, right? I wasn't having any expectations at the beginning of the season because of him having no experience, the players not having experience. But the fact that we were there, like we could see top 4,
So he gave you
was
hope.
in our hands. It gave
That's
me
the
hope.
problem.
That's the
the
problem.
problem is the hope.
The hope is
Yeah, I
killing you.
agree. As I agree with him, Chief, because I'm thinking of Lampard, man. He did it first season, we had no hope. He
You
moved
see,
top 4.
yeah.
Current season, now let's leave man. Go.
So you guys are saying,
Okay, maybe
as a manager,
as a Chelsea because
and-
I'm not that. I don't have patience.
so as a manager, basically you're saying, and Eric Ten Hag must take notes.
Before City
So because you're saying if you come in first season you perform well,
Yeah, you've set a standard. for
You've
yourself.
set a standard.
standard, yeah.
and then if you don't match, also you must surpass that standard.
Surpass it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you get us top 4,
Then
then
you must finish
Next
third or
year.
you must
second.
finish third or
Or
second.
get it.
Get a trophy
or
footy
at
as well.
least at least match your last season.
Yeah.
Okay, but not in the Europa because
No, but the thing is, that, I never wanted Arteta in the first place, and I've said it on the pod multiple times. So sorry.
it's lies.
I've said it on the podcast multiple times that I don't like this guy. He's too arrogant. He thinks he's Pep Guardiola with no trophies. He's like, I don't know what makes him so proud, because the only thing that he did for the club was win us the FA Cup, and in a corner he did that because other teams were shit.
He
And
just
he played
chose-
Or
Chelsea.
because it was sponsored by
No,
Emirates.
because
Yeah, or was sponsored by Emirates. Maybe the Emirates paid those teams for us to win.
Yeah.
So I never liked him. I never liked the way he plays. Like,
He's
he doesn't have. Yeah, he does. He's not technically aware. You know, as a coach, you can be technically good, but sometimes you have to respect the opponent, and he doesn't do that. That's why he always gets struck all the time. When you go to Man City, you get tried. When you go to Liverpool,
Is it
because he
respect
doesn't
or he's
understand.
not even aware of what's happening?
No, he is
'Cause-
aware, but because he's arrogant, he thinks he knows too much. Piss me off, that man, fine. Piss me off.
Arsenal.
Up the arse.
Of the arse.
So what's next for Arsenal if you don't make top 4?
Because I remember 2 episodes ago, even 1 episode ago, we were asking, is it Spurs or is it Arsenal?
Yeah.
For top 4, but clearly now I think it's obvious.
I think obviously, dog, it's the last game of the season.
The last game of the season.
Yeah.
So do we keep Arteta? What's happening with Arteta?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
The
Like,
thing
what's
is,
the
you know what's
next
the
step
fucked up part about all of this situation? the Arsenal management decided to give this motherfucker a contract, a 3-year contract before he even got Champions League. before he even got Champions League. So that's the fucked up part about it, because now it means we can't fire him because we just gave him a new contract.
But that's what happens when you give. So I've noticed in the Premier League, don't give people new contracts. We gave Bruno Fernandes a new contract. A week after he played shit. Aubameyang, same thing. He signed a new contract.
Played nonsense.
This is Ozil.
Bad omen. So that I think.
Ozil, different situation, yeah.
But still.
Like you can't, because right now you're rewarding failure. For the fact that they gave him a new contract, obviously they gave him a raise. It means you're rewarding failure. The man hasn't even finished his job.
Did they give him a raise?
Obviously, dog, if you offer someone a new contract, you have to give them a raise.
Yeah.
True.
The only raise Arsenal needs is to raise the bar.
That's literally the only raise. That's the only.
But I genuinely think it's still open.
Nah.
Like
What's
the
open?
Premier League, whether number 1 winning,
Oh yeah.
whether top 4,
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be an interesting weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. But I think right now, as it stands, I don't think Arteta has the right mentality to be able to motivate those boys to go and beat everything. Even if Spurs lose, you were still saying that he doesn't even believe.
If Timo Pukki can score a hat-trick on Sunday against Spurs,
Gray will score another hat-trick this time.
probably can add a hat-trick as well.
Like Bergwijn likes those moments.
And Lampard is like, when he was at Chelsea, he had a good record against Arsenal, so that might come into. But as a football fan, I still have hope.
Oh, as a footballer, as a manager?
As a manager and a footballer.
I don't think so. I can't disagree. Maybe it's because I think we drew 2 matches.
No, both of his games at the Emirates you won.
You won. I mean, I would say the most important one is the final in the FA Cup. You lost it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what failure. And then I fired him.
So are you saying they must fire Tuchel because you guys lost to Liverpool?
Guti still has the Champions League to carry him this season. This season he must win. If it's not the league, Champions League, he must win the FA Cup or the the energy
he
drink.
was just talking about standards now.
Yeah.
Chelsea won Champions League last season.
Yeah.
Didn't match it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the tapes are, that's big man things. Champions League. Okay, Chef is not in the convo now. Champions League, there's not even they maintain that standard. But once you out of the Champions League, you're gone. I don't think.
I mean, even Madrid is struggling, man.
Yeah, and also.
But you can't maintain.
And also Chelsea are the closest.
It was the second one at Chelsea. We can't fool ourselves.
Yeah, but I mean, Tuchel is.
And even the Premier League, they are the closest to.
Yeah,
he's
an elite. And also, when Chelsea went up against elite clubs, also, so it's not.
I mean.
And at some point, they had no honor.
But guys, I think
until Benzema took over,
and owned them.
I'm 3 episodes in a row, same line. Like, come on, hands of Chelsea.
When else are missing in this world, you took a lot of them.
They took
in the FA Cup.
They played Arsenal.
You took Arsenal's L.
Took
You took
Leicester.
Leicester's L. Now you took Liverpool's L.
Twice in the season.
Chelsea are just collectors of L's.
Hey,
Just
boy.
collect
They
L's.
can take your L's.
And I still have 2 trophies in this season. Imagine.
You know what's the other thing? That Champions League victory that they won last season wasn't even convincing. That's where I struggle with them.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
it
like-
shows
Convincing
that
how?
it shows that
City was supposed
it
to
was
win
a-
that
it was a
Champions
fluke.
League.
Okay, why didn't they?
I think it's because Man City don't have that Champions League DNA.
Champions
So,
League, Champions League,
I think
the
it was-
thing, it's not for small boys. You
I-
can't just say who deserves what.
No,
I think,
but I'm not talking about the journey to the final. You
You're
deserved to be
okay,
in
in the final, what did
In
City
the
do?
final.
What saved it, Mendy?
No,
Okay.
I'm saying not in that game.
Okay.
In that game you won.
Yeah.
And solely based on the same thing he was saying about Arteta.
Yeah.
It's the same thing Pep bottled in that he clowned
I think it's
in
a
that final.
difference with big team and small team. That's where
Yeah,
you
Man
see the
City are a
difference.
small team, and I don't respect Manchester City fans.
Mentality.
And
No,
all the
but-
time when I post on social media, it's only Manchester City fans who are on my case.
They're fans.
They're friends.
How did you have fans?
All
All of a
of
sudden,
them.
all of a sudden, Man
Maybe
City
they
has
bought
fans.
all of them
They
with
bought
that.
all of their fans. Man City bought all their fans.
And listen to me now. The only time I'll ever be a Man City fan is if I get a deposit into my account.
We want some of that old man.
We want some of that old man.
Some of that old
That's
man.
the only time I respect them. Like they play beautiful football. And now it's gonna Ziakala. Let's not talk a lot of shit. Dog. Haaland is coming.
Nah, but still with Haaland, I don't think they're gonna win the
Yeah.
Champions League.
Yeah.
It's because of the mentality. Though. You can have all the players.
No.
They had Aguero, they had Yaya Toure, all these players.
No,
but it's
but
about
I'm
the
saying
mentality
in the
of
final
club.
even. How do you in a final play Zinchenko?
I mean, if you have injuries, then what are you gonna do? Mendy agreed, decided to do his things. Then.
Yeah.
And then what was he supposed to do?
I don't
But
know, man.
Going back to
Okay, what happened in the semi-final? Because we never spoke of that semi-final.
No, I didn't watch it. I don't know.
Wait,
Which
which one?
Like the Madrid one where Benzema came.
Nah, but you see, I think with that final, it's Pep
Is it
again.
DNA?
Nah, it's
Or
Pep
is
again.
it DNA
Why
or
would
Pep?
you take off 2 of your best players, knowing exactly what Real Madrid did to Chelsea and PSG? Like you don't do that.
Even if they didn't do anything, Madrid, you don't take off your
You don't
take
player
off
in a
your best
semi-final.
And replaced him with someone who was slow.
Like
Fernandinho.
Mahrez, ne? Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne.
Replace him with
For
the
Man City,
liabilities.
they are the 2 biggest players for them. They are the ones who get the most goals and the most assists. So when are you taking off 2 of your best players, the job is not even done. You know who team at Real Madrid are gonna come back.
Once that game went to extra time, Pep knew it was over.
It was over.
They had no attacking options.
No attacking options at all.
Yeah, and that's one of my things. Like these coaches, bro, we see you here. There's no like awareness. Like, what are they thinking? Same thing with Klopp over the weekend. He could have easily lost that game, dog.
Was it over the weekend?
Yeah,
it was on the weekend. Yeah,
where
it was on the
he
weekend.
benched
Monday,
like
yeah.
that team that he played. No Mane,
Which
no
one?
Salah.
Oh, you mean on Tuesday?
No, Tuesday.
It
Against
was on
Southampton.
Tuesday. Yeah.
I think they're probably resting them for the final game.
Yeah.
I don't know because there's
No,
nothing in that
no,
game.
But
Yeah,
they have,
but,
they
yeah,
have
I think
an
it
equal
makes
gap
sense,
until they have a good gap until.
Yeah, but I
the
don't
final.
think it's the time to rest players.
I also don't think so, man.
Yeah,
No, but I think they're not resting them for the league.
If you know
I
it,
think
you
I
they're
think they're ready
Yeah.
for the Champions League, but even then, the Champions League final is still what 2 weeks away now,
Yeah.
1 week or 2 weeks away.
And apparently, Van Dijk and Salah they're injured, so and Fabinho as well. So they're in a race to get fit for the Champions League final. So
Also,
Nah,
they have
but-
to be fit.
but
I
you
just play
can't-
them
you
when they're
can't-
unfit, dog.
Dog,
Like,
you
and
can't-
that's like an unfit Salah is probably best.
Nah, but you can't. You
Hey,
can't.
dog.
Also, dog, let me tell you something. You can't question Jurgen Klopp, dog, for what he's done for Liverpool, ne? And he's one
No,
of those.
you
He's one
can't.
of he's one of those managers who he keeps it basic, dog. He doesn't try anything smart. I think the reason why maybe because remember, if Van Dijk is not in the team, then obviously they don't play the same way. Robertson and Trent can't bomb forward, so they have to try
And Trent
play.
wasn't there in that
Trent
game as
wasn't
well.
there. Robertson was on the bench. So obviously, when Van Dijk is not there, they're gonna play.
Yeah, I
different.
think that's
You
Liverpool's
understand?
problem. They don't have that compared to his seat.
Yeah.
Away City can afford.
Guys, my depth in defense, not a lot of teams have that, though.
Yeah.
Even including City.
Because now they
You want to
think
play
City-
Zinchenko, they at the back.
Yeah.
Zinchenko's
I'm
a
not saying
baller.
City is not like, but defending. Better those boys are always there in front. The only full back is good at defending who work. Is Cancelo that great at defending? I've ever
No,
seen
he is,
Cancelo.
he is, he
No,
is.
I'm not saying he's not, but you rarely see it because they're always
Yeah,
attacking.
always attack.
So if
If you have the
Zinchenko
ball,
is good going
if you have the
forward-
ball, you don't need to defend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Zinchenko is not that
Yeah.
bad on the ball. It's like he's a backup value, he's a backup player.
Because as a
So they have
defender,
depth.
Zinchenko in the Champions League final, ready to defend never. But if you are going out against Norwich, you can play there.
Yeah, but again, I find it's bigger than him.
That's too much. That's
Yeah,
too much.
but Arsenal, you're still gunning for top 4.
The coolest.
Yeah, we're still in the
Almost.
race. Mathematically, we're still in the race.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how these things work.
Hope
And
will kill you there.
hope will kill you, dog. And
So
I
I'm going
think
to die twice.
I'm going to die twice. Boy. Now I'm resurrected. Now I'm gonna die twice. I'm sure. I saw a clip of this other Arsenal fan on YouTube. After Newcastle scored their second goal, he teared up his jersey. He teared up his jersey.
But let's talk about that
That
game, dog. Let's talk about that game. I've seen
Newcastle.
Arsenal play, but I've never seen them this season being outplayed
Dog.
from start
Like-
to finish. Their heart.
Dog.
It was like we're playing a Champions League
But
side.
No, Mara, but
You
Mara,
say-
no,
you
no,
say-
you guys know Newcastle
Come
is
with
really a
it.
new team.
No, but
No, none of
Guys-
them. Eddie Howe plays good football.
Yeah,
Remember
he
at
does.
Bournemouth?
they got hammered by City a few
Yeah,
weeks
he-
ago.
no, he does.
I know City and Liverpool and Arsenal, they are not on the same level. But come on, man.
Benaphone vibes.
Benafon.
No, but I was saying.
We are agreeing.
No, but yeah, I wanted to say in that game, right? It looked like Newcastle were the ones fighting for top 4.
Yes.
And also
you know
it
what
goes.
the strangest thing is? He stayed up for that game.
And the following day I had work, man, and I had to wake up at 4. You see, like it's for me, ne? It's the fight. You can lose a game, dog. It's because it's like how it's how you lose a game. The way we lost that game, we don't even deserve to be.
You weren't fighting.
We weren't fighting. Like
We just lost it.
we just lost it. It's like
I keep
Newcastle
saying-
was the one playing for top 14, and we were just safe.
I keep saying Arsenal
Reminds me of the
fans.
final in
Arsenal
Cup,
It's the same thing
against Chelsea.
against Chelsea.
Arsenal
We
fans
didn't
have made
turn
it
up.
in life. As long as they're above United, they're
That's
happy.
the standard.
dog.
And that's the lowest standard. That's the lowest standard for United. That's the lowest standard. for
This is
United.
the lowest you've ever been. This is our worst Premier League season. And they're just happy, cruising nicely.
No, you
As
want
long
to
as they're above
That's
us.
a Euro.
You want
That's
to
a
finish
Euro.
8th or something at some point.
No, it's not even from a position, from a lock standing.
Just
Goals, like, we've probably
Yeah, it's got
the
difference
most
of
we have.
one boy called difference of menu.
You lie.
One.
Yeah, it's one.
One.
What is Cristiano
This
Ronaldo?
is the worst. No, but it means Ronaldo has got hat tricks and
Well, I remember
but it's
Maguire.
considered
Maguire
just
is also competing with Ronaldo.
Goal difference.
One boy.
Yeah, so
And it's been like it for the longest time.
Yeah.
just to put that into context, United has won goal difference. Liverpool is 66,
Dog. I think City has 72.
72
Yeah.
for Manchester City.
Yeah.
So
And it's crazy.
so it means basically United have won one game,
1-0.
and they've won that one game by 1-0.
1-0.
But also, speaking of this, man, like you also, when I was browsing through the leagues, but also, firstly, let me start here, man. It means the Premier League for me is still one of the best leagues. All the leagues are concluded, dog.
Yeah.
We know who the champion is. Done.
Well, we've been
Clean.
You know
we've
who's
been knowing.
relegated, you know
we know
who's
who's
in the
really
top 4.
like this just shows you how competitive the Premier League can get.
And there was
Like,
a
it's
point where we
crazy,
thought,
man.
6 is running
Yo,
away with it.
the-
Yeah,
four
at some
top
point
points
they were-
behind.
Yeah, they
15,
were
I
14,
think.
Yeah.
14 points. I think they were 14
Yeah,
points.
and now they're
Now
one
going
point
to the last game.
They're 1 point behind.
Yeah,
Can you
it's,
imagine?
it's tough.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
But
the level
when
of
last
standards
did we see something like this also? I think, hey, for me, a Man United fan, it's that time Aguero. That was that time, though.
Yeah, you guys are not gonna have to sit this one out.
Nah, hey, well,
Really?
we're sitting it
And you're
out.
gonna lose. And you know what's fucked up, right? I was looking at it. Man United are playing Crystal Palace, right? West Ham are playing Brighton, and I think Wolves are playing Liverpool, right? So there's a possibility that Man United can finish in the Conference League.
There's always been a possibility. There's always been there. So
like-
as much as we're happy that West Ham were challenging City, but if West Ham had won that game against City or even draw,
You're gonna
win the conference.
But I feel like this is Coca-Cola punishing Ronaldo for what he did during that pre-match conference. I know it was Coca-Cola because they removed the Coke bottle and put it the water bottle.
but it's going to be an exciting end of the season. Chelsea, are not playing for anything, so they're also gonna sit this one out. Unfortunately, it's only the big teams
Yeah,
that
so
are going to be fighting for something. Big teams.
Please. Don't brag about that.
Which big teams?
The Europa one. That's another thing. Arsenal is always in the Europa League, Marai. Not even a single trophy. But I don't think if you're in it, you must win it.
Yeah,
I think it's a given.
I mean now Frankfurt won it, dog.
Frankfurt,
You know how many followers Frankfurt has?
Frankfurt will make your home stadium feel like they are home.
But they deserve to win the thing. You can't go Barca and
They're German, those ones. You can see the way they invaded that stadium.
Yeah.
Yo, they owned Camp Nou, dog. Yo,
Invaded everything.
invaded everything. They charged West Ham. For me, that was heartbreaking, man. Yo, because I was really looking forward to a season where West Ham plays Champions League football, man.
Yeah.
Nah, Mara, they don't have. They are like us, man. They don't have the squad to play
But
Champions League.
but for me is how the heart of the players.
Hey, sometimes it's not about the
No,
heart.
man, can you not have walkovers there, Champions League? Can you have proper teams?
Yeah, but it's the same
Who
thing if
compete?
Arsenal goes to the Champions League, it's a walkover.
Oh yeah, hey.
It is.
Yeah, no,
Because
But you know why?
Yeah, Spurs is not so much
But-
of a
but it's-
walkover.
Yeah, because it's
yeah,
called
it's
the
good.
Conte is not.
it's good for Arsenal, but we know that if there's a draw coming in the Champions League, you
And
probably
against
will see-
Barca and PSG.
Yeah, but they're always gunning for the Gunners.
You're gonna get jumped 10-2 and
That's the last time we went out of the Champions League.
You can
God.
imagine.
That 10-2
That's
against
10-2
against
That
Bayern.
was the last time we went.
That's
to
the last time
Champions
they
Guys, nah,
slipped.
let's not talk about that German machine, guys. Yo,
Yeah,
that team.
hey,
But you
That team-
know the repercussions of not qualifying for Champions League, right?
because even right now, even Jesus is not going to save you.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't.
Because
You can't. So if you don't have Champions League, you don't
attract players.
Nah, there's no pool.
Because a week ago, Gabriel Jesus' agents were in talks with Arsenal for a move. But right now they're just quiet.
Now
I know they're just quiet.
I'm sure he's in the.
You're getting booted by Jesus.
Jesus didn't save you, man.
But I dog.
Nah, but let's move to 1 hug, 2 hug, 3 hug, 4 hug, 5 hug, 6 hug, 7 hug, 8 hug, 10 hug, 10 hug.
Before we move on to that, because I also just follow like the general news.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chelsea for 10 year
Oh,
anniversary
I
of winning the Champions League. Your first Champions League with Drogba, and I watched that game, man. And
Yeah, that was insane. That was
Drogba's performance,
Remember,
like for me,
and remember where they did it as well. They did it at Bayern.
It's Allianz Arena.
Allianz
dog.
Arena.
That was one of the worst
Against-
games. And that game was, hey.
Against one of the
Yeah, it was
most,
difficult watching that game. Yes.
against one of the most elite like Bayern teams
Yeah.
ever, because they had Ribery, they had
Robin.
In their home
Robin,
stadium.
yo.
Their host Bastian Schweinsteiger.
And that was the hardest
Yeah.
Champions League run for Chelsea.
Yeah.
In the Champions
And their team was so shit, man.
Yeah.
Especially in the final.
You.
Yes, Bertrand, Ryan Bertrand started the
It
final.
was Fernando Torres. Torres. It
Brian
was such a
Bertrand
shit
Torres
Chelsea
is
team, man. Yo, it was such a Fred Maluda.
I went over just
Yo,
playing centre
man,
back because you
you
didn't have
was
centre
there.
back.
Like, also, just for me, because I watched the highlights recently.
Yeah.
Like, just for me, watching Drogba, how he was defending, pulling box to box.
Yeah.
It's insane, man.
Drogba
Yo,
was a clutch
it's
player.
insane.
It's that winning mentality.
Yeah, I have
you
to
have
agree
to-
with this story now.
Yeah.
Chelsea player, I think they when they're scouting for players, they just dissect and look for their hearts.
They look for the
Yeah,
heart.
okay.
Their hearts
Yeah, someone who plays for the
play.
bench.
That's
Because I mean, Ramirez was
why
was a
taking
good
that
player,
and know
but
that
come
fancy
on.
football is not everything. It's nice to watch, but it's not guaranteed. It's not
Imagine
guaranteed.
even that
you
Fernando
trophies.
Torres goal against Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Torres, a finished Torres, but he managed to finish that goal.
But I think what made Chelsea to win that semi-final against Barca was the Ramirez goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, that goal, boy, and his performance in that game, the way he locked up Iniesta and Xavi and Busquets, it
He
was owned them, masterclass, man. Masterclass. But I don't
Oh, I don't think owned because Lapo were different. It's like the final. We're in our. I won't lie. You were in our our half.
But
Yeah,
the
but
football
that's
is
The whole game,
But-
Mara. If you get a
But
chance,
that's your
just
identity,
elite.
man. Which other football have Chelsea ever played?
That's your identity. I don't know what is
No, that's
like
playing
playing
against
against
them.
the-
Who else was playing that?
You played like that against
Mourinho. No. That's
Even
when you won.
No, that's
When you
a lie.
want, okay,
And
but
then in the Champions League final,
Yeah,
no, Ben.
we're in
No,
our-
your only shot on target was a goal.
How many shots did City have? That's what I'm
it's not about
asking.
City, it's not about City, it's about how you
You
play.
played.
How did they play?
No, it's not. It's about
That's what I'm saying. Guti. I want to win a match of football.
No, but City don't play
Especially
wasteful.
final. You can't say
City,
"Hey,
but City don't play wasteful
They don't just
football.
shoot.
They don't just shoot.
Oh yeah, that's why they don't have the Champions League.
Yeah, man, watching
They don't take
Manchester
chances.
Why?
I
Kevin
remember-
said you must behave.
But watching Manchester City is torture, dog. Like now I see what you're talking about.
I don't watch. Like
Yeah,
I can
it's
barely
redundant.
finish
It's
their
redundant.
game.
It's repetitive. Like it's,
About Bernardo Silva, they can look at the goalkeeper and decides to turn and pass back. I mean, come on.
Amarana, you've got to agree, dog, that when they score goals, they score delicious
They
goals.
scored a perfect goal.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Football is
About,
not about
Like,
that, though.
nothing their football is simulated. Nothing.
And it's crazy because that's real people in there.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
like
crazy. It's like almost as if it's on PlayStation
Yeah, 'cause if
and
someone-
you're simulating it, dog.
Like every goal is like it's planned to the
Not
last kick.
they teach them probability, or don't shoot there. You're not gonna score.
if it's below 90%.
because
below
sometimes
90%.
the beauty of football is that you were outplayed for the last 80 minutes. You get a corner, bang, 1-1 or 1-0.
Yeah.
God.
Game change. But if you, because that's why when Real Madrid equalized in that final, they knew it was
You
done.
knew it was done.
Because they knew that in their simulation now there's no De Bruyne to. They knew it was done.
Yeah,
They knew it was
but
done.
like let's finish off the number one. Who do you think is taking the lead?
My heart says Liverpool, dog. I want Liverpool to win. I want Liverpool to win the quadruple final. To cement Jurgen Klopp's greatness. For me personally, Jurgen Klopp right now is the best manager in the world, dog.
Because of his heart.
Because
as well.
yeah, but because of where he took Liverpool, like from where Liverpool was when he took over to where they are right now, like it's only elite coaches and only elite managers who can do that. And Jurgen Klopp has proven multiple times that he can take a team from the ends, boy, and take them to the top.
Hey, but dog,
So-
for me personally, I don't want.
So I want
don't-
Liverpool
even
to
if they
win.
win the league, man.
I want them.
Quadruple, you're
I want
not going,
them to
nah.
win the quadruple. They
You
deserve
know why?
it.
You know why?
Nah.
We're never gonna get the
There
end of
is
it.
no deserved
We
football,
never.
dog.
we're
No,
never
but they
gonna get
deserve
the
it.
end of it.
There is not deserved
Okay, right
football.
now, who's the
Nah, we
better
don't know
team?
who
We don't
deserves
know who
it.
could deserve.
I know, but I mean, Nangit is asking me why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fair
They
enough.
deserve it, dog. Like they've been the perfect team this season, China. If you think about it, they've literally been the perfect team. They have the heart, they have the spirit, they have the fans, they have the manager, they have the coach. I mean, the stadium, everything.
I'd also argue that they play, for me,
They play
the
beautiful
best,
football.
like
Football.
almost perfect football.
They play the best Thiago,
A
dog.
balance of Uti.
Like it's
and
good
it's
defending,
efficient.
good
Yeah.
midfield, good leadership, good energy, good
heart.
People are playing for the match, discipline, like all they play, and for the fact that remember that Liverpool. They didn't have two of their best players for a solid month, dog. But they're still in this position right now. It shows how great Jurgen Klopp is.
Dog, let me just interrupt you there for a second. The reason they are in the Champions League final also is because of that Alisson header last season, and because they were fighting for top four, and they were defending with
at some point it was Henderson and Fabinho. I remember when that was those two clowns.
The last game they were defending with two young
defenders,
from the academy.
You see,
and
that's
how they got to this Champions League.
That's why I'm saying I don't like Pep Guardiola. I think that man is a fraud. I don't like him.
Pep
Guardiola is a fraud. He doesn't like black people. He's a racist motherfucker. That's why I don't like him.
Remove that curse.
He must remove that curse. Yeah. So I never want City to do well really in general. So I hope they lose against Aston Villa and Steven Gerrard pulls in a performance of his life there at the Etihad and Chelsea and Liverpool win the league. Personally, that's and remember Liverpool are going to be at home at Anfield, dog. And they're going to win the league, and they're going to win the league in front of the cop, in front of the fans.
Do you know why?
Let's hope it's not a cop out.
But you know why? Okay, but who's winning the league? Who's winning the league?
I told you pep talk. I don't talk much about like.
But it's only one game. It's not even.
But me, I share Sheffy's sentiments. You know.
No, but let's be realistic, James. I know.
No, but I mean, I'm gonna be realistic, right? And I really wish Liverpool could win the league. I really wish.
Yeah.
The reality of a quadruple is so close. And they just have two
cup finals.
The most important ones.
It's basically
two cup finals.
It's basically these guys have played 4 finals this season. They played the FA Cup.
They played the Carabao.
They played the Carabao. Now they're playing the Premier League final. But that's the Premier League final.
It's crazy how Liverpool have played all the possible matches that you can play in the season.
It's crazy. And shout out to them. Every game available to them
that you can play, that's given to you.
And most of their players are still fit, which shows you
there's heart.
There's a heart, and they've dedicated money. You can't play plus minus 70 something or 60 something games without being disciplined and giving it your all, dog. For me personally, I want Liverpool.
But guys, from again mathematically, Man City simulation, there's no way they go into that game and losing it.
They are not. And also apparently.
But I mean, even if they can draw and Liverpool win,
even drawing, it's
not.
I mean, you guys tend to also forget. I mean, I know you hate Pep, but Liverpool, I'm City fan. City. As much as City players as well have heart as well.
Yeah, they do.
When it's time to, like we've seen them do this every season, ball recoveries, how they press. You can't do that regardless of how fit you are, how much your coach pushes you.
Yeah.
If you as a player don't want to play that kind of style, you're not gonna play it. Yeah, and we've seen them how they close down on players.
And
how
they just came back against West Ham, 2-0 down against West Ham.
So for me,
and Pep cannot lose. Come on, bro, it's Pep Guardiola. He wants perfection.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get perfection, he probably will get imperfection. Obviously.
And he doesn't even need perfection in this game.
He just needs to win.
He just needs to win.
Nah, what I'm saying,
you just need a Kevin De Bruyne to show up.
Remember, there's still a possibility of a draw. Hence, I'm saying that even if Man City draw, remember that when it's Manchester City have lost at home this season. They've dropped points, like multiple points this season, right?
But who are they playing?
Like they dropped points against Crystal Palace, and I think they dropped points against
Crystal Palace
Brighton.
is a good team.
Against Brighton as well.
But Liverpool also dropped points in the right.
But Liverpool at home, dog. The only
I'm saying, but who are they playing? City.
You see, they're playing Aston Villa. So you see, I understand you chance are saying this is a cup final, but a cup final, if you win, you win. Like you are that game away from winning. But Liverpool can win and still not.
Yeah,
so
that's what makes it very
It's
difficult.
And also, apparently, there's a clause for Jack Grealish that if he wins the league, they get money, probably 15M. I think it's around 15M.
Ooh, Aston Villa.
Yeah. So that was the clause. So you think?
Yeah, I think there's a clause.
so you think?
There's a clause.
So you think they are going to
So it goes back to the money.
Yeah, the thing that, but honestly, I don't think. So I think.
What if they
City's
knew?
going to win.
What if they knew it would come to this?
Oh, no, what do you think? Who's going to win the league?
No, I think Manchester City is going to win the
City's
league
gonna
because I don't think they can win. They can lose the Champions League the way they can go the way they did, and also bottle
Lose
the
the
league.
league,
Yeah. So I think they will win, and with the Champions League, dog, I just want Real Madrid to win it.
You don't want Liverpool to win the Champions.
I wanted Liverpool to end up with that one cup, but unfortunately
They're doing too much.
and then they won. But I don't want to see Liverpool winning the quadruple.
Or based on the history.
There is only one team that has a triple. Then when I go and you don't do a triple, you do a quadruple. Come on. I mean, a triple is good. I still don't want to see Liverpool walking around and never walk alone.
Amen.
Fucking hell.
Amen.
Imagine
Now they won't be walking alone. They'll be walking away with 4 cups.
It's 4. So, but
Like-
I think they have a chance in the Champions League final. But I think with the league is
Dog,
done.
I'm
Even Jurgen Klopp
but I'm
himself-
telling you, it'll be an insane twist if Liverpool win the league.
Do you know
Because it means they're gonna be unplayable, ungovernable in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
You remember how hungry they were against Barca?
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna.
And they ate.
So, okay, let's do the final predictions here.
Yeah. Let's
So
do it.
who's because I think we did this before.
I think okay. I think that the most shock would be Arsenal making the top 4.
Yeah, the most shock. I think the most shock. The most shock would be Arsenal finishing fourth.
Yeah, let's just predict now.
But okay, right now I'm gonna be biased because it's the most biased podcast.
Also, you need to because you're wearing this.
Beautiful Arsenal shirt. I'm wearing this beautiful Arsenal shirt, by the way.
Unfortunately,
and another one was our home kit for next season, dog. It's boy.
But the kids for Arsenal, they're
Yeah, it's
They always top.
They
Now
believe
that we hired a new designer ever since I think 2018.
No, this
Season.
I think Adidas is doing us dirty, but I think Adidas is better. The Chevrolet that was doing us very dirty. So,
But Chevrolet shirts were okay, were decent.
but you can't be moving like a car now. Imagine walking around with the
That's why we went and bought a fridge during that time.
Because you can't
And we got
I am a choir.
However,
Come from Leicester to Manchester. Because massive.
the best thing that Ralph has done ever since dog was benching
Was
that
to
guy.
freeze out the freezer.
Yeah, was benching that guy. I don't know. Was to make that freezer bench warm the bench, going a bench.
Shout out to the bench warmers.
Shout out to the bench warmers. We actually have
If
an
you're a bench warmer, please press a like and if you're a bench warmer, please press a like now and subscribe. Shout out to all the bench warmers out there.
Yeah, shout out to
I mean, bench warmers are the only people who watch the full game. Even when it's not live.
Either way. Whether
So
it's
nowadays,
boring or whether
the people who are following us, who are our fans, are bench warmers because they watch this podcast even when it's pop on
yeah,
Saturday.
even if it's boring, they keep on watching to us.
Yeah.
and
Shout out
we
to the
appreciate
bench
all the
warmers.
stuff.
We appreciate it, guys. Even
yeah.
though you don't get a salary for it, bench warmer.
But yeah, I think going back to how the season I think is going to end, I think Liverpool are going to finish first. I pray Liverpool finish first. City obviously are going to finish second. Chelsea are going to finish third.
Yeah.
And miraculously, I'm praying to Ubaba uNkulunkulu ukuthi no Arsenal finishes fourth.
Uzomuzo hurricane. Hurricane. And him means son.
A natural disaster.
And I pray that United finish 7th, so that it's a perfect.
So you jump from 4th to 7th, Tom. That's how you want to get
All the other teams are very important. I just wish Man United finish second.
I mean, the likelihood
With
of
Cristiano
actually,
Ronaldo
let's talk about
Man
Man United. I mean, obviously 7 for 7.
I know for the return of the coach.
And 7 symbolizes perfection.
Yeah, man, 7 for 7. Hey. So, I mean, my biggest thing is how does next season look for us, for United? That's what I'm not even talking about. Like, for us, Conference League, Europa, same thing. You know, we deserve to be in the Champions League. It's a drop either way.
Yeah, either way.
We deserve to play the Champions League. It's in our DNA. But currently, like, do you think Varane is staying? Do you think
I think for the
Ronaldo is staying?
For the sake of the club, all of these players need to leave and fine. For the sake of progress and for the sake of rebuilding, all of these players, Anthony Martial, Jesse Lingard, Juan Mata, all of those players, dog, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, basically the whole United team. They're not good enough.
I think we just need to
United.
also clear our wage bill, man. It's like
That's hands on.
it's
That's what I'm
insane.
saying.
Like,
Well, like so, like we have our lowest point tally in the Premier League.
Okay.
Ever.
but I'm saying, okay,
And our squad is the most
expensive.
is the most expensive, the most paid
yeah.
in the Premier League, and you still
Top.
get 7.
It's crazy, man.
So we need to clear out, but at least a few of them are
United
going out
is
on the
shit,
field.
guys.
So-
United is shit.
But okay, I'm saying if let's say if you were to keep the skeleton of the squad, let me ask it that way. Let me not say who's leaving.
Yeah.
Who must stay?
I think I'm not a United fan, but looking at the United players, the only player that I see who
I know that I told you this is where Arsenal fans flourish when they talk about United.
So what do you think about
And
United?
United struggling.
So what do you think?
This
is
is when they become experts.
No,
So,
I mean,
but let's-
honestly, the only players who show that they want to be at the club is probably De Gea and Fred. Those are the only
Fred.
two players I can keep. The rest of the team,
Fred, you're only keeping 2.
The pressure.
Rashford,
Keeping the
Man,
pressure.
Fred.
yeah, I'm keeping De Gea.
I'm gonna Fred
Everyone
must
else
host
go.
the conference.
Pastor Fred, preach.
Pastor Fred.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the only 2 players realistically I can see United keeping and who wants to play for the club. Because when you watch United and when they
Ronaldo?
lose, and Cristiano Ronaldo,
I'd
for the
keep
sake
I'd
of
keep him, man.
the harmony and but I mean yeah, those are Cristiano Ronaldo, Fred and De Gea. Everyone else should go.
But my biggest issue is with Ronaldo, right? Is we're gonna keep him for this season, play him in the conference league. Next season, I feel like he also needs to go.
Yeah, but
Why can he go?
But not now.
No. When are you thinking about him? Now I'm thinking about the club.
So who do you think should stay with as a United fan?
So De Gea definitely.
Yeah.
De Gea needs to stay.
Yeah.
Shaw is staying.
Yeah.
Shaw isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think I've liked also what Dalo is doing.
Yeah.
Dalo, Shaw, those are left backs.
Yeah.
Our left backs need to stay. Varane also needs to stay.
But Varane is shit.
But Varane,
I've been telling people that Varane is shit.
no.
The only reason why
but Varane,
people think
no,
he's
Varane is not. It's just that now, like if you were to choose between Roma, Maguire, and all of them, dog, Varane should probably stay.
No, Varane is not shit.
Have you seen his defending? It's atrocious.
No, but it depends. Also, guys,
Varane!
I'm gonna put
depends on
the-
no,
like-
I'm gonna put a disclaimer and say it depends what Eric Ten Hag wants to play.
Yeah.
Because if Ten Hag wants to play the Real Madrid kind of football, Varane should definitely stay. But if he wants people who can hold the ball, if he wants to hold the ball,
He plays out. If you look at his Ajax teams, he plays out from the back.
Exactly.
If you look
Then
at
Varane shouldn't
his
stay.
his
If he's
Ajax
gonna
team,
play
they
that
have
kind of
short
football.
players. They don't have tall, big players.
Yeah, even his
Yeah,
players.
Yeah, like they're
so
tall, big
then
players.
okay, then
Hence, Luke de Jong.
Yeah, so he must go then. Then Pau Torres, that's when Pau Torres can come in and all of them. We need Spanish people there because Spanish people know how to play football. so
We need a professor.
Wan Bissaka must go there.
I think Wan Bissaka is the first one to go out in an Eric Ten Hag. Just thinking about it, like he's the only person who's not like is on the ball. So I think
he must just
so.
disappear.
The moment they appointed Ten Hag, he's just
He was
So Fred must stay. Scott must go because Scott. I mean, he's a good United fit. But Ten Hag, he won't fit Ten Hag's football.
and he's not a young player anymore.
And
Like,
maybe
in Mzansi. Maybe in
he's not a youngster anymore. So Scott must go. So in midfield, basically,
I think it's easier.
We're having Fred Van de Beek is coming back. So Tony must definitely stay.
Yeah, because Ten Hag likes him. So
So he'll utilize him better. Tony must stay. Bruno obviously must stay.
He doesn't have a choice. He signed a contract, so
Yeah.
he can't. Brand new.
I'd like to say Pogba must stay. But he's toxic.
Nah.
Like
He's busy doing dances to a piano. He's not playing football.
Off the pitch.
Pogba is the opposite. It's exactly what you say, that you need to clear out our wages. And it's like
No, but I mean, imagine a good solid midfield with Pogba. I'm saying
we've been finding positions for Pogba. It's time for him to.
it's time for him to try.
We've been saying he deserves to play in the left hand side of the team.
He was playing a wing at some point.
Back three, he used to play in the left hand side of a goalkeeper. Like we've been looking for position.
Like he's one of those people in an organization you don't want to find. Then you start creating positions. We're even gonna.
But it is good, but it's not good enough for this Manchester United team. Not to say this Manchester United team is bigger than him, but
no, it's not that he's good enough. He doesn't fit.
It's not a good fit.
Don't say he's not good enough. He doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's not a good fit.
In attack, man,
Ronaldo,
you guys don't have an attack.
It's dead. We don't. Non-existent except Ronaldo. I mean, you see, here's my issues with United, right? We took in Cavani, replaced him with Ronaldo.
There was never a long-term plan.
No, guys, and remember before Cavani we lost Lukaku.
Yo, Lukaku was at United.
No, guys, like I'm just giving you a context to say we need a young boy. We don't need a star there in front.
Yeah.
We are building.
Yeah.
We don't want a trophy. It's fine. Next 2 seasons,
a
trophy is not on our mind.
Just like it has been in the last.
Exactly. No, but the problem is then we had hope. Hope was killing us. We thought we can bring in a big strike and they'll win us trophy.
Plus, they've been bringing. What a big signings. Giving them 7.
and that's what my biggest
big
problem
signing
already is now with the mentality that I hear Ten Hag is coming with. I was telling this man, why are we signing Kante? Sharp, maybe he'll be good.
Kante.
But I'm going to be in talks. But I won't come to play Conference League.
Kante's not from Chelsea.
But no, I was saying, even those talks are very... Because where do you play Kante there? In that.
That's one thing about Kante. Would force you to play him.
He's like Pogba. How do he's the
not to go to Kante. You will perform. He will force you with performances, not with talent or what.
And also,
you can't leave the champions of the world and go to Conference League.
And my other problem, this is where I have an issue. Now someone decided to renew Bruno's contract, give him a bigger wage, give him a bigger contract, essentially. Now, when Ten Hag comes, you can't bench a player that's earning that much. Because therefore your rebuild essential.
It's like it's centered around.
Now you have to center your players
just like
around.
Maguire. Unfortunately, he has to. I don't think Ten Hag, when he gets there, is going to say, "Fuck off, Maguire."
Amen.
Well, that's what he has to do.
No, Maguire must chop. Mara, who's gonna buy Maguire?
But the thing is,
the captain of England,
he's on a huge contract, so he must at least try him out. Yeah, so he must at least try him out. And he will do that. So I think on that United team, I think it's easier to mention the people who stay.
But I think we need a new keeper.
Yeah,
the
but
player might get tired.
Yeah, but for the first 2 seasons or this season, or the next season at least, I think.
But I think he's gonna come with Onana.
Yeah, but
Onana
with time, because I don't think you can just start the goalkeeper.
No, you need the skeleton. That's why we're saying you can keep De Gea for the next 2-3 seasons.
Yeah,
even Ronaldo, same thing. I don't think he must necessarily go.
Yeah.
But remember, now here's where my issue lies, right? From the players I've counted, you have Ronaldo. You have Bruno in midfield. You have, let's say, Varane and Maguire. Just by that pairing, you're already saying your forwards must be centered around how Ronaldo plays.
Yeah.
Your midfield must be centered around how Bruno plays. But there's already a mismatch between Bruno and Ronaldo and how they play together. So that's why there's no coordination in our team now.
Yeah, I think what we can do is probably speculate on the formations. Once we see how Ten Hag wants to play, then we can probably say who needs to play when. But as it stands, I think De Gea needs to stay. And also, realistically, we would like all these players that we mentioned all of them to leave. But that's not how it happens, because you can never sign 11 players in a transfer window. Realistically, you sign 3 players in the transfer window, or 4. Maximum probably 5.
We have young boys. Have you seen those young boys? He'd rather bring the young squad.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Like young boys, the ones that beat you in the Champions League.
So I think if you keep De Gea, and then definitely Luke Shaw is to stay, because some of these players, I think a good manager or a decent manager can work with them. So I think Luke Shaw can stay, Varane can stay. I don't think Maguire should stay, but I think he will stay because it's English and all these politics that are happening there. So, but I think definitely you need a right back. I think Wan Bissaka needs to go, and I don't think Telles is good enough. And then in the midfield, I think
Dalo plays the other side, Wan Bissaka's side.
Wan Bissaka's side.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
And then Telles is.
Either way, I don't think Dalo is good enough to play.
But I think he suffices, man. He'll do decent.
Yeah, but I would love those backups.
Maybe if he doesn't.
Bellingham is not a starter for Man U. Now I don't say he's
same as McFred. I think McFred. They won't say McTominay because he's a golden. He's from the academy. They pride themselves.
Yeah, they pride themselves.
And they don't want to sell him because apparently Barcelona wanted him. So I think Scott and Fred probably bench roamers. And then who else? I think Bruno should stay.
He will stay. He just signed a contract.
I think Rashford should stay because I think he just lost his confidence. Because I know Rashford.
Yeah, but I think for his career he needs to move on. I feel like he was supposed to be.
He was probably have to move on to like a. Maralingadi, or like he was probably gonna move to another club in the Premier League.
Did you see how fast he went to hug Tuchel?
But I mean, for his career he needs to leave because it was supposed to be
Rashford?
Yeah, he was supposed to be the next United
right.
star after Wayne Rooney. And he flopped. So he
they
needs
gave
to
him number 10. He's like Bruno. They gave him Scholes' jersey. Bruno Scholes. But when he came in first season, Bruno felt like he was the next Scholes. Dog.
Like literally, when you think about the United that you've appreciated or you've expected something from, Bruno was the heart of that United.
Yeah.
Like when you think about that, the United that gave you the hope that killed you.
Where do you think United is gonna finish at the end of the season?
This season.
It doesn't matter. Like it even doesn't matter to us.
I think they're finishing 6th. Like I think
number 7. They're gonna win against Crystal Palace.
I think they should. Like
no. There's you remember you said you should in the reality.
Yeah.
The reality is it's away from home.
I think they should win. But it's a hard game, it's a difficult game. But also because, like, United is blowing hot and cold, man. They can probably go there and win 3-0. But they can also just show up and lose 4-0. Like,
yeah, but also, I think also if Ronaldo is really, really planning to stay, CU needs to show up in that game.
Yeah, but also I think if I think Ten Hag is already at United, so he will be watching.
Is it?
Yeah, he terminated.
Okana Ajax have already won.
And he terminated his contract earlier, 6 weeks earlier, and he started Monday. He started on Monday. So I think if he's there on the
pitch side.
on the pitch, no.
Or even just talking to the player. I'm sure he's already spoken to the player.
Yeah, but probably he's not going to be in charge of that. Probably
Yeah, but just speaking to the players, because remember, speaking to the players is to say, you are part of my plans, boy.
Yeah.
Go out there and play.
But I think number 6, man. But number 6, number 7, fucking hell, still a fail off the season.
No,
man.
but number 6 is better. You get to play
atrocious.
Europa, better. And we get to win Europa in any
Hey,
case.
that thing is
Yeah,
stressful.
and also
That's the
Europa,
next
what I like
football.
about Europa, when it starts, okay, for United in the last few seasons, when it starts, what I like about it is like no one really notices. But when the season is about to end and you're fighting for Champions League, you can just let go of the league and you focus on and it's a trophy and the sports in the Champions League.
And that's what I'm saying. We need that kind of confidence.
Yeah.
We need also that kind of level of football to build.
And also
we
give
can't
us-
go build
yeah.
more confidence league. We're gonna feel like we're playing in a small league. But also it might be a blessing in disguise. Our academy is doing well. Those boys just won FA Cup.
Yeah,
FA Youth Cup.
that
So
Argentinian
bringing
club is
them
a lot
up,
of
you
fun.
can always bring those boys up by playing them in the conference.
And one thing Ten Hag is good at is bringing young players.
Is developing.
Yeah.
And
Because
again, he brought Nana.
What's your name? But yeah, no, man.
Avan James has been a good episode, eh?
Yeah.
But who's relegated now, James? Who's relegated other than
I think Leeds are gonna get relegated.
Then we got not Calvin Phillips, but Rafinha to Barcelona. Because most of those Leeds players, their release clauses, they are also.
But I think Leeds.
Hey man, guys, actually we forgot to talk about two big things that I wanted to speak about. I was asking you.
Yeah.
Diabala, Suarez, where to now?
No, Suarez, Aston Villa.
Eh?
Yeah, Suarez, Aston Villa.
Confirmed.
No, but I think he will probably go there.
Suarez continue.
Dybala, Italian players, they like to just probably is going to go to Inter. That's what Italian players do. Okay, players that play in the Italian league, rather.
I hear, what's this thing also I hear about potentially a move for Messi to America to play.
I think
For the money.
Beckham offered him rumors. What's that word? No.
Pella, that's a retirement.
Good
Gonza
job.
is gone.
Beckham
Yeah, I
offered
think-
him a lot of money.
But I mean,
Beckham
Messi
also
has
some
been
money.
gone for a long time.
Yeah, like even
You can't say.
I think the
to
big,
US
I think
is
the big rumor for Messi would be probably
Allegedly.
him
That's the
moving
way
back to
it
Barcelona, which
Yeah.
is not going to happen. But it's like him and Ronaldo, man. They can, if they want to play football, they can go and play in the Chinese league or the American league.
Nah, boy, Ronaldo is gonna retire on the spotlight. He's gonna retire
That's
on
a
the
superstar,
spotlight.
man.
He's made for the lights,
He's
though.
made for the superstar.
Yeah,
But I think Leeds are gonna get relegated because they're playing Brentford in the last game, and
I've said it since day one. Leeds gone. Kevin as well. Said Leeds gone.
But how I wish it was Bailey.
Who's Burnley playing?
Isn't it Watford? Is it not Watford?
They're
And I think Burnley
They're playing Newcastle final
and
game.
they're losing.
final
But
game.
it depends
But
on
they're
what
playing
leagues
again. They're playing Watford again. Don't they have like two games in hand?
Yeah, they're playing
today.
today against who?
I think it's Watford.
No, they're playing Aston Villa today.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, away from home.
Uh,
They're playing Aston Villa away.
And Villa Park.
But it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's
tough.
just losses. All those games are just
It's tough. It's basically
losses. All
It's a tough one.
Else, boy.
But they're playing Newcastle at home, so
You heard the Chelsea fan, he just said lost, he didn't say else. But it's been a good
But hey,
episode.
I think we need to do a. Oh no, but
But we'll be doing a champion. When are we doing a Champions League prediction, dog?
it's gonna be off season soon.
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna
I
have
think
a lot of content because we're not talking about.
I think we can do our
current stuff.
Champions League prediction as well because it's the weekend. I don't know if we're recording that week.
yeah,
No, I'll be gone then. So
Yeah,
I think-
so you can do yours now.
Yeah,
Oh, you said Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said it on WhatsApp or something.
Liverpool. I want Liverpool to win the quadruple, so I want them to win the Champions League.
So that's
You
for Jurgen Klopp.
you win. Hands
Alright.
off.
And he's
Hands off.
and he's
Alright.
a Barca fan.
Hands off.
Because like the Barca fan and Real Madrid thing, like it's very, very far off. Because
Yeah, it's
Madrid
very
has
far.
like how many Champions League now? Like they can only compete with them.
There's
on
no
the- on the
competition
league.
there.
Only one-
Maybe, yeah, Gatash, you're competing with Liverpool. Not even competing because we have like what? 4, 5, 4.
We have 3.
Guys, no one is competing
Nah,
with
almost
Madrid.
has four. Can't
Guys,
even
Liverpool
Barca
has
has
6.
5. Liverpool is
Okay,
6.
no, Barcelona has 5, yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of basically, I don't want Liverpool to win the Champions League. I don't.
wait, Barca has 5, Madrid has 6.
Ah,
No, oi,
13.
Barca has 5 Champions Leagues. Real Madrid
They have
has 8.
13.
I don't know.
So
Ah.
I'm rooting for Real Madrid.
It must just go back to its rightful owners,
Yeah.
the Champions League. it's simple.
And also think about it, dog. So many comebacks just to lose against Liverpool in the final. It doesn't make sense, dog. For the European for the European champions,
Dog.
it doesn't make sense. Well, it's football,
Actually,
but-
dog,
Come on.
I don't like
Liverpool are
Liverpool.
better too.
No, I'm
Well,
gonna
they
say this.
are.
I'm gonna say this. I don't like
As
Liverpool.
Liverpool
How-
will win.
Like,
Uh,
actually,
I'm trying to
actually-
think who's Madrid Liverpool will win the
Who will
game.
the-
No, guys, me, I'm saying this, man. I don't like Liverpool as a club. Right? Not even because of the history they
The
have. with
Scousers
us,
of
right?
Merseyside.
It's also because of how just the fans.
Yeah, they-
before that club rebuilt.
It was quiet.
Like, they were
I
chilling.
call them fake Liverpool fans.
Fake
They are.
Liverpool
Actually, they
fans,
are.
fake livers as well.
Fake livers.
Fake livers as well.
Fake
And that's what bothers me about their supporters. Even when they lose, they are quiet.
They are
dog.
quiet. It's
Like,
like-
that's how. Like you're just
Yeah,
there.
everyone.
Like this didn't even affect you or anything.
That's why even
Fake
Arsenal fans, because when they lost, you can see
can
the emotion, you can see
They
the
literally have the
passion.
best fans.
Because even
online,
like
boy.
imagine
Best fans in the
imagine
world. Wow.
imagine
And that time
Arsenal
we were
have not been in the
such
Champions
club,
League
man.
for so long, but they're still in the mouths of the fans. They're still a talking point.
Yo,
If Liverpool were that, they was just quiet.
that's my issue. If especially with these two teams, if Liverpool and City were to go get it as bad as we are,
Then
you'd never see
You
any
never-
Liverpool.
yeah, that's
You'd
true.
think the
Never.
clubs are
you
non-existent.
never
That's
hear.
They-
you
They
never
fade
get-
into the
They
dark.
never walk alone up until they have to walk alone.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
amount of Liverpool jerseys I've seen this year.
Recently,
It's
when have you
crazy,
seen
boy.
it?
Escalating.
I've never seen someone wearing that Gerard Carlsberg.
Yeah.
Not even.
That's how.
You're
That's what
talking
shows
about
you.
that standard chartered one.
Yeah. Not even. Yeah.
Not even one.
When it slipped.
When you strip that run.
Even then, they were waiting for them. They were waiting to win the league so that they can say never walk alone. And
Dog.
then they slipped. Then they walked alone.
And even when you check their history, dog, we always see on Manchester United's thing on Instagram, you always see people wearing that sharp shirt to show we celebrate the history of the club. Is
Even
important
they
to
always
us.
have retro kits. Even Arsenal, they have retro kits because there are people who are willing to
Actually,
even buy the retro kit.
our new kit to get it's a retro as well. Look at it's coming.
I think it's a retro. as
Yeah.
well. I think there also is the corner.
Yeah,
On some past,
yeah, man.
All Adidas sponsored
Yeah, but
clubs are having.
but right now it's even hard
Real
to.
Madrid.
But I was saying I don't like them.
Yeah.
But hey, looking from how Liverpool is playing, the heart of the players, not of the fans. I think the heart of the players is in the right place. For me, they're winning that thing. Madrid doesn't have a heart. Only with Benzema. But
Nah,
maybe
it's
Real Madrid, dog.
Benzema's.
It's a big statement.
Real Madrid, dog.
No, they have they're champions.
Also, how are you supporting Liverpool? Because I always see you posting Benzema and Real Madrid. How?
No, I'm
Big body bands.
a Benzema fan and I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I want Liverpool to win this time.
Wait, say that again. You're Liverpool.
No, I don't think
you're
you're
Madrid
really a
fan.
Madrid fan.
No, I'm not really a Madrid. I just liked Cristiano Ronaldo.
I feel like all those teams, it's like if Umberti,
Only as a
I'm
Madrid
sure.
fan. Just a plastic.
No, I'm an Arsenal fan. Like, I
And
love
actually,
Arsenal.
something
when
to
Real
know,
Madrid loses,
he
it
hasn't,
doesn't
he
affect
hasn't,
me as
he
Arsenal.
hasn't appreciated Ronaldo ever since he joined United. That's how bad it is, man.
He hasn't appreciated Ronaldo, he hasn't appreciated Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I only appreciate the mighty Gunners. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yes,
Yeah, number one lie. When Chelsea is playing Barcelona, I'm like, fuck Barcelona.
Fuck Barcelona. Fuck Barcelona.
I know, but it's true.
Okay.
That's why. That's why.
How long have you been recording for?
It's only been
But yeah, no, I think we should end it here.
Shout out Kevin,
Shout out-
veteran.
Please comment down below your final predictions of the season. Who's gonna win the league? Who's gonna qualify for Champions League? And who's gonna get relegated? Hopefully,
when you see this, hopefully you have not seen the winner.
Yeah, shouldn't have. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to all the bench roomers, and if you're a new bench roomer, welcome.
welcome. Yeah.
To show your appreciation of the pod, please just like and subscribe.
Yeah,
It's full-time footy. The boys are back. Siyahamba, but so we are
full time.
so
So we are full time food.
Danko.
Danko.